Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are outside for today's video because I'm going to be doing a car tour, because in about a new week I'm going to have a new car, so I just kind of wanted to do a car tour to just show you guys my car right now. So I have a 2005 Ford Explorer. So here's the front of the car, and then here is under the hood, the battery. That's probably the newest thing that you will find under the hood of the car, because I just got that replaced back in September. Have the 4-liter VG naturally aspirated engine. So that's under the hood. So here's the whole car. It's pretty big. It's a big car, but that's what I like. So it's a good car for me. Here are the tires. So now we're gonna hop in to the front seat. So here it is. It is a very basic car. The only upgrade I have is the stereo, because the stereo that I had wasn't the best. Wasn't the best, so I got that upgraded like probably about 2 years ago right now. So I got the aux cord, so I'm able to plug in my phone and listen to music. It has like a USB, so it's really good. It's one really nice thing about my car. But other than that, like, everything is very basic. Have like the window controls, the lock controls, the window lock controls. You have the headlights, the car like interior lights. This is the signal, washer fluid. Then you got the window wiper controls. There's the windshield wipers. All this fun stuff, hazard lights right here, right there. Then stereo, as I showed you guys. I got my little hanger things. This is my high school graduation tassel. Then my college graduation tassel. I have like a little mini dream catcher, which is very basic of me. And then this little vanilla aroma air freshener. And then this weird like chain thing that my dad had in his car with like a mood ring, and these little things that I got from like freshman orientation, and I just like tied them onto his car, which was actually a 2003 Jeep Grand Cherokee, like this really nice blue color. That I loved that car, and my dad actually ended up like passing away, and it was the same time that I started driving, so I got the car. So, you know, I had this, and then I don't know if you saw before when I was showing you over on this side, but there's like a Yankee bracelet that says like thank God for the Yankees with like the logo and everything. So I got that too, and then once I moved into this car, like once that car was done, I moved them into this car because it just felt right. So I have those. I had the Jeep for about 2 years, and this car I've had for about 3. I think I got it and it had about 120,000 miles on it, and I put on about 32,000 because now it has 152,000. So the car's kind of like falling apart slowly, like this thing. You have to like push it up, like it's just terrible. And then it falls down anyway. So then you have the little fold down with the mirror. There's me filming. Then you got, you know, the same thing on the passenger side, handle, all the good things. This car is actually pretty cool because it is a decommissioned police interceptor. So we got one of these right here in the center stack. You know, where they would put like their laptops and such. And then you have regular cup holders. Then you have the middle console, which if you lift up here, I have like a phone charger for the times that I charge my phone in my car, which is very rare. I have a bunch of CDs, obviously right on top, Sublime, Classic, and I have a lot more down there. I'm a big fan of CDs, and this car has a CD player, so I'm able to play my CDs if I want to, but I usually just have my iPhone playing. And then the red case over there is my sunglasses, because always gotta have the sunglasses, of course. Then in here, my glove box, it's just pretty much all napkins, because you could never have enough napkins. I also have a few other pairs of sunglasses in there. I have a pair of regular glasses, because driving at night for me is like an issue. So I do wear glasses at night, just to see the road a little bit better. And then I have some more backup air fresheners in there. But it's pretty much just very basic. I do like this car because it has this on the driver's side too, but there's a lot of storage, I feel. Like there's down there, and then you could put like a drink over there. You could put drinks here. There's like this space in the stereo where you could like slide your phone or wallet or something if your wallet's thin enough. I have it down here, and then in the front I have perfume, just because I like to carry perfume on me. My mom is a smoker, so every time I leave the house I feel like I smell like cigarettes, and I just like to give myself a spray or two. So now we will go in the passenger seat, right behind the driver's seat. And now, this is very weird for me, because I feel like I've never sat back here. Maybe I have like once, but it's very rare, obviously, because it's my car, so I'm always driving. So this is the passenger side. Or not the passenger side, the back seat, sorry. It's very clean. We got cup holders. If you pull this down, then you could, you know, fold it up for more leg room if there were to be like someone sitting in the center. My car is very clean. I like to keep my car as empty as possible, just because that's just the type of person I am. I'm very like OCD, like even my room is very clean. I know people who have like cars that are just like really dirty, and I just don't understand. Like, I spend 5 days a week in my car, like driving to and from work. So I don't understand how being in your car like that much, and just like seeing how filthy it is, how people can like live like that. Like, I could understand if there was like a few water bottles or something, but some people are just like ridiculous, and it's just like, I don't get it. Like, my car is, as you can see, like very bare. Like, there's literally nothing in it. So I know there are people like that, but it's just like weird to me, and I don't understand it. But everyone has their reasons. Also, the back seats do fold down. If you pull this lever right here, it folds right down, pretty much like, you know, straight down. And then on the other side, there's a lever that controls that side and the center seat. So then to pull it back up, you just pull on the lever and the seat. Since I don't have use of both my hands right now, because one of them is holding the camera, I can't show you that this second, but you get the idea. So back tires, and then it's tinted windows. And in the back you have the Ford Explorer, got the Ford, and then since my car was an old police car, you got the Bald Eagles. Then you have the Advanced Track RSC, which is, you know, lets you know the car's good in the snow and the rain, keeps it level. Here's the trunk. It's very spacious, especially if you have the seats folded down. This is the car we use when we get all the Christmas decorations out from our storage unit we have. We just fold down the seats and throw everything in here. It fits about 5 boxes and our tree, because we have a fake tree. So it definitely holds a lot. I mean, I'm sure you could see from when I showed you the side of the car, but I mean, it's long. So when you fold the seats down, you get a lot of room, even not folded. I do have some stuff in here now. This is actually my brother's stuff. He just moved back in a few months ago, so some of his stuff he didn't have any room in his car for, so I got a couple things of his in my trunk. But it's a good sized trunk. There's a little storage down here where I have jumper cables and wiper blades. So it's a good sized trunk. And you got the little handle where you kind of gotta pull on it till you can get a grasp and just push it down. Close that. So this is my car. I named him Ulysses. Every car driver will tell you that you name your car, it's just a thing. Actually, maybe not every car driver does it, maybe I'm just weird. But my last car, my 03 Jeep Grand Cherokee, I named him Steve. And now this one is Ulysses, which just kind of came to me. So those were my 2 cars. So now hopefully in about a week I will be getting a new car. And I'm only getting a new car because this car, the timing chain is going to snap at some point. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, probably by now, I was driving to the supermarket to do some food shopping, and I started hearing this like rattling noise, and I was like, okay, this can't be good. Took a video of it, sent it to my boyfriend who was at work, and he was like, yeah, I'm not sure what that is. He's pretty good with cars, like general, you know, problems with cars he's usually pretty good at, so I just sent a video of it to him to see if he could think of anything off the top of his head, and he was like, I'm not sure, but like it definitely doesn't sound good, like call Buddy, who's our mechanic over at the Meineke we go to in town. So I called him, set up an appointment, brought my car in the next day. He took it for a test drive, and he's like, I'm not too sure, but like it doesn't sound good. And I'm like, well, yeah, like no shit. So he got it in the garage, lifted it up. He was gonna see if maybe it was like an oil problem, like maybe it just needed like a better grade of oil. So they put in higher quality oil. That didn't help at all. And then they figured out it was the timing chain, which is in the motor. So for whatever reason, like I'm not really sure, but they would have to replace like the whole motor. Like they can't just replace like the timing chain. So he was like, it's gonna be like $3,000, and that was for like a used motor. And he was like, you know, you're better off like just buying a new car at this point. Plus my Ford is always having problems. Like I feel like every other month there's like something else. Like a few months ago it was like the water pump cracked, which like the mechanic had never even like heard of that happening. And he's owned 2 Ford Explorers and he said he loved them, but like there's just always something that pops up, and I know the feeling because that's what I've been dealing with. It's usually like minor things. Like the really big thing that popped up was last summer, the transmission actually failed and wasn't working. So that was about a week in a transmission shop, like right down the road from the Meineke we go to. Actually, it was this place called GT Transmissions. And it was about like a $2,000 job, but thankfully my mom kind of offered to help me pay for it. Like I paid for the majority of it, but she definitely like helped me out, which I was really grateful for. But yeah, this car is just always kind of having problems lately, and you know, at this point it's just not worth it. Like, it's just not. It's at 152,000 miles. You know, I could fix this, and then in another month or two there'll be something else that'll pop up. It's always something. So it's time to get a new car. I just started a new job, but I have been like saving money, so you know, I have enough now to put something down. I think I'm just gonna lease for right now, because that's just the better option for me. I don't have enough to put down to buy a car, but I definitely could lease, so that's kind of my option right now. But at least it'll be something new, and it'll be under warranty, so God forbid anything does happen, like, I can get it fixed. So yeah, but I am sad to see this car go. Like, as much as it's a headache and there's always problems, and I know people like shit on Fords, and like my friends have like given me shit like, oh, you drive a Ford, like they're just like pieces of shit. Like, I'm just like, whatever. Like, I love this car. Like, no matter what kind of car you have, if you're a car owner, like, you love your car. Like, you don't care. Like, even if it's a piece of shit. Like, you're in your car all the time. You can get in your car and go for drives and blast your music and have the windows down. Also, that's my only option because the AC doesn't work. So, but I love this car. Like, I don't care, like, that my friends have, like, given me shit about it. Like, I love this car and I am gonna miss it. But, I mean, I've had it for 3 years. It served its purpose, and it's seen better days. I am going to be sad to see it go, and I feel like it's going to be weird at first, but I know whatever car I end up getting, I have about 5 or 6 that are like entry level, like compact SUVs, so, you know, which would be good for me because I want 4-wheel drive, because we get, you know, not horrible winters, but they can be. So I definitely want to have 4-wheel, and I want an SUV because I don't like cars. Like, I want like something a little bigger, because that's just what I'm used to. I mean, I've had a Jeep and now I have this car, which is huge. So I definitely don't want something as big, which is why I'm going for like compact, but I do want a big car. So I'm gonna be sad to see it go, but hopefully the next video you see after this is a new car tour. So get ready for that. But I really hope you guys like this video. This was cool for me to film because I know I'll be able to look back and, you know, see my car. I wish I would have filmed my last car when we got rid of it. I have pictures, but I don't have a video of it, but I love that car too. You always get attached to your cars, at least I do. So, it'll be sad, but I'll be in something new with working AC, which is going to be cool for me. Because, you know, it is cool to drive around with the windows down and blast your music. But there's like that time in August where it just gets too hot, where like the wind doesn't even feel good. Like, it just feels hot and disgusting. So it is going to be nice to have AC. Hopefully I'll have heated seats, because my mom's car has that. She has a 2013, and she has heated seats, and like, I never knew I needed them, but I really want them. If it's not like a huge, you know, addition, I would definitely like to get them. They're even in some cars just like as like a standard thing now, so that would be really cool. One of the cars I'm actually going to be looking at, I think that's like a standard thing they have like built into the cars now, so that would be pretty sweet if like that's a thing. So I'm gonna miss this car, but I'm happy that I have this video to look back on. I'm not turning the car on. You know what, I'll do it. You might hear the timing chain, but so this is the car on. that always comes up in the message center. So yeah, it has almost 152,000 miles on it. But now, as of 2 days ago, the service engine soon, the check engine light came on. So here it is in all its glory. Oh, and here's the radio turned on. It's like green and blue, so it's colorful. We're into the colorfulness. But it just does not sound good, and it's kind of like shaking now. Like, I was driving home from work last night and I felt like it was kind of shaking a little bit, and I wasn't sure what that was, but it was kind of freaking me out. I'm nervous to drive to work this week, even though driving one way to my job is like 7 miles, so like altogether in a day it's like 14 miles. So it's really not horrible, but it's still terrifying when like you could be driving and your car can just stop working. And also, I just started at this job, so I don't want to have to call them and be like, yeah, I'm coming, but like I might not get there until an hour because my car broke down. Like, so it's gonna be a rough week, but hopefully this car makes it until next week when I can get a new car. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had fun filming this, and hopefully the next video you see will be my new car, whatever it'll be. But as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.